Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Indian Law School, and hope you guys are doing all well. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you the basic concept, or I'm going to summarize and introduce you to the Indian Contract Act. And if you are new to my channel, please make sure that you have subscribed to my channel. There is a red subscription button down below, and there is a bell icon. Press that to get notified when I upload a video. And I upload video almost every day regarding laws, competitive examination, judicial service examination, and the videos are almost every day. So today's video is going to be an introduction or summary to the Indian Contract Act. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So guys, the introduction to the Indian Contract Act 1872. This act came into force in the year 1872. As you can understand from the year, it came into force in 1872. So what are the important dates? The important dates are date of assent, 25th April 1872. What is date of assent? That when when the framework came into existence, and when the act came in force, it came in force in 1st September 1872. These two are very important dates. So this act came in force in 1st September 1872. But what was the objective of this act? What was its objective? The objective of this act was twofold. First was to ensure the rights and duties, both rights and duties arising out of a contract. That is to make sure that the rights and duties that are arising out of contract are honored. And in case if the rights and duties are not honored, then the legal remedies are made available to the aggrieved party. So the objective is twofold. First is that to make sure that the rights and duties are honored, and in case of default, so that the legal remedies, whatever they are available, whatever the legal remedies are, they are made available to the aggrieved party. So what is this act about? What is this act about? Let's talk about one second, just hold on. Let us just talk about what is this act consisting of, how many sections are there, and what are the main features of this act. This act originally had 11 parts and 266 sections. It originally had 11 parts and 266 sections. This act is not retrospective. What is the meaning of not retrospective? It is that those contracts that came into existence before the enactment of this act is not included within the scope of this act. This act is not exhaustive. This act does not include those agreements which are social agreements or religious agreements. It only includes those agreements which are legal and are legally enforceable. Then it must be kept in mind that this is the oldest mercantile law present in India. It is based on the British principles of the British common law, English common law, and has been framed by the English law framers. It is the oldest mercantile law present in India, and it is applicable only to valid and legal contracts and those contracts which are enforceable in the eyes of law. These rules do not apply to the religious or social contracts, like I said. So that is about the act. So this is what the act is about. Now let's talk about what this act deals with, what this act describes, what this act defines. This act defines the different stages of formation of a contract, how a contract is formed, what are the essential elements of a agreement to become a valid contract, how to perform a contract, what is a breach of contract, remedies if there is a breach, and different types of contract. So this first portion, like from definition and different stages of formation of a contract, from there to remedies for breach, is dealt under section 1 to 75. This is known as the general principles of Indian Contract Act. The different types of contract are dealt under section 124 to 238. This is known as special kind of a contract. So let's now divide the act into different categories. So we have stated that this act consisted of 266 sections originally. Now we are dividing the 266 sections in the following portions. General principles, section 1 to 75. Provisions relating to sale of goods, section 76 to 124. Special kind of contract, section 125 to 238. Contracts relating to partnership, section 239 to 266. Now, relating to Sale of Goods Act and contracts relating to partnership has been repealed. The provisions relating to Sale of Goods Act has become the Sale of Goods Act, a new enactment. Similarly, contracts relating to partnership has become a new act known as the Partnership Act. Now, let's discuss how you can divide the general principles of the Indian Contract Act into various categories. So, the general principles. The first portion of general principle is preliminary, which consists of section 1 and 2. It defines its extent and its definitions, the interpretation clause. Then the communication of acceptance, offer, acceptance, revocation, and various other communication. It consists of section 3 and 9. I have already discussed what is the communication. If you haven't checked it out, I'll link it in the screen somewhere and also in the description box. Make sure that you check it out. And then the voidable contract and void agreements. It consists of section 10 to 36. This portion can be further divided into voidable contracts and void agreements. Voidable contracts are dealt under section 15 to 22. Void agreements are dealt under section 24 to 30. The next portion comes as contingent contract, section 31 to 36. We will discuss all these different categories in detail later on, in my later videos. So don't worry about that. Then comes the performance of a contract, 37 to 67. Quasi-contract, section 68 to 72. Breach and compensation, section 73 to 75. Now, this is the first part of the Indian Contract Act, that is the general principles. The second part of the Indian Contract Act deals with the special kind of contracts, which can be further divided into indemnity, guarantee, bailment, and agency. Indemnity is dealt under section 124 and 125. What is indemnity? If you promise to compensate somebody in case of your own default, then it is known as indemnity. Then next comes section 126 to 147, guarantee. What is guarantee? If you promise to compensate somebody in case of default by a third person, there are three parties involved. This is known as guarantee. We'll discuss all this in my later videos, so don't worry about it. Then comes bailment. Bailment can be further divided into bailment and pledge. Bailment is dealt under section 148 to 171, 180 and 181. Pledge is defined under 172 to 179. What is bailment? Bailment is if you give possession, if you hand over the possession of a movable good to somebody else for some specific purpose and for specific duration of time, that is known as bailment. What is pledge? Pledge is a mortgage of movable property. The next special kind of contract that you have to read is agency, that is dealt under section 182 to 238. I'll discuss everything in my later videos. This is just a general and basic idea of the Indian Contract Act, general concept and summary, so that you can understand the enactment very easily and can remember it, memorize it. So hope you liked my video. If you have liked my video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my video, and grow my family as much as you can. And there is a special announcement that I am only 10 subscribers away from my first 1300 subscribers. So once I cross my 1300 subscribers, I'll come live and I'll discuss previous year's preliminary question papers. I'll start discussing with law subjects first, then I'll go to the non-law subjects. So make sure that you log in and check my live videos also, so that you can discuss the law papers easily with me and solve your queries. Hope you like my video. Till I see you next time, take care of yourself. Love you guys. Bye bye.